Hello students, today we are going to see the overview of the one of the subject CS3451 Introduction to Operating Systems, which is existing in the 4th semester. In this we are going to see in detail about the operating system. We know that operating system is one of the very important component which is existing in the computer. It's a software which used to provide the interface between the hardware and the application programs. We know that the computer is made up of the hardware. In that we are going to execute a software. So that we need an interface between these two. That function will be done by the operating system. In first unit 1 is introduction. In first unit we are first going to see about the computer system and element which is present in the computer system. That is, we are going to see about the hardware, input output devices, memory, CPU, what are the things existing in the computer. After that we are going to see about the operating system overview and objective and functionality of the operating system. As far as functionality is concerned, it used to provide two major activities. One is it used to allocate all the resources existing in the computer, as well as it used to provide the interface to the users. And we are going to see the evaluation of operating system. In evaluation, we have started with the simple operating system, which is known as the simple batch system. In that the human cannot interact directly with the computer, as well as one more drawback is there, that is only one program can execute at a time in a computer, so that the CPU speed used to be very high. Most of the time the CPU must be ideal and it will be waiting for IO devices. After that, to engage the CPU, we went for the multi-programming system. In that also we don't have any human interaction. In next we have introduced a time sharing system. From that only we had a direct interaction. Till now we are having direct interaction with the computer system. And in operating system we used to have various system calls. As like keywords, we are having most of the things which commands which used to interact with the computer, and we are going to see the structure and design implementation of the operating system in the first unit. Second unit purely related to the process management. Process is nothing but a program or application what we are running in the computer. At present, the computer is concerned, the same time we can execute more than one process in the computer. That is known as the multitasking. So that has to be managed properly. For that, we are having various CPU scheduling algorithms, and we are having the scheduling criteria. What are the things should be meet to design a CPU scheduling algorithm? Based upon that, we used to design various algorithms. Within that algorithms, based upon the application what we are going to use, we can choose any one of the scheduling algorithm to schedule program in the computer. And threads, we can execute multiple programs as a single unit. That also can be covered in this unit. And one more major thing is the system used to get stuck most of the time because over usage of all the resources. That is the critical as well as the complex one which used to be handled by the operating system. The operating system has to take care of all these things. It has to manage without occurring any critical situations. It has to properly utilize all the resources and divide all the resources to the program which is existing in the computer. That's all we are going to see about the process management in the second unit. Third unit about the memory management, it is one of the very important concept. In memory management, we are going to see how we can engage the main memory. Whenever we are executing the program should be present in the main memory. So how we can maximum utilize the main memory, how we can store the main memory. In that also we are having various methods. We can store the programs continuously, otherwise we can scatter the program. We can split the program and scatter the program throughout the memory. Same as like that, we are having different memory management techniques. And once if the memory is having the content, while we are going to execute a next program, we have to go for the replacement. Even that can be covered in this unit. Memory management, we used to concentrate only in main memory, how to allocate the main memory for various program existing in the computer at the same time what we are executing in the computer. Next one is about storage management. You can get confused. main memory management also related to storage management. We have separate topic as storage management. The storage management used to deal with the secondary storage, that is mass storage. Mass storage in the sense bulk storage as well as the permanent storage used to be handled in secondary storage management. For this, the major thing is file. File in the sense, while we are saving the document or program, we have to name it. That is what known as the file. Under a single name, we are going to gather the group of information that is used to identify a particular program or file which is existing in a particular memory devices. So this is related to hardware, various disk we are using to store, as well as this is related to software, what we are going to store inside that hardware. That is what known as the storage management. In fifth unit, we are going to see about the virtual machines and mobile OS. We know the basic two mobile operating system, that is one is Android, another one is iOS. We are going to see the features of iOS as well as the Android OS. Apart from that, virtual machine. Virtual machine in the sense, even though the computer is less memory, we can utilize more than that by splitting the memory among the various programs that used to be done by the concept of virtual machines. And virtualization in the operating system can be implemented not only for memory, for all the devices also it can be implemented. It's one of the core subject which used to be covered by 45 hours. And in the outcome, it should have the clear knowledge about the scheduling algorithm, which is the major thing, memory management as well as the storage management. And also we can have the knowledge about the mobile operating system, which used to have the comparison of the iOS as well as the Android OS. As far as textbook is concerned, we have the two textbook. First one is operating system concepts. It's a wonderful textbook what I have referred, as well as it used to simply explain all the things. We have various versions up to date. The book will get published by updating. We are having a lot of interesting things with simple explanation in this book. One more book is Modern Operating System. Even this covers all the things. It's also very useful to read, but in the first book itself, all the unit will be covered. As far as computer science department is concerned, it's one of the major subject which will be useful in long time, lifelong. So that concentrate in that subject before starting the subject, have a knowledge about this subject, so that just to go through this video. Thank you.